Hello YouTube, it's PS3GamingScotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well and gaming lots. So in today's video I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on the recent Resident Evil 2 demo. As of last night, got the chance to sit down and play the Resident Evil 2 one-shot demo. I'll be giving you my thoughts and opinions on the demo just on its own. And yeah, I'll be trying to just delve into the whole world of Resident Evil 2. So, before we get into the video, the initial sort of first, I would say, 5-10 minutes of this gameplay has been cut off because my PS4 did freeze. I did record the whole thing. It took me about 13 minutes to get through the whole demo because I just wanted to see if you could complete it, and you actually can complete it. So I did sort of rush through the demo just to see what the ending was like. But once the final game hits, I will be exploring each part of the game, try to get all the collectibles, all the hidden items. So without further ado, let's jump into what my thoughts are on the Resident Evil 2 demo. So when they announced, was it last year, a couple of years ago, that Resident Evil 2 Remake was happening and it was a real thing and it was coming out in 2019, I honestly didn't really care at the time because I wasn't a massive horror fan, whether that be films, comics, books, games or anything in the horror franchise, as I had quite a bad horror experience being a young boy at the time, and I've never really delved back into the horror genre because it's an interesting genre. And I recently, in saying that, did try and jump back in slowly to the world of horror by playing Outlast. Got so far, had to put the game down and stop playing, and then since then, when it came out, I think a few years back, the first Outlast game, I've never touched a piece of horror entertainment since. Now this game looked incredible from the trailers that I've seen. I've not seen much. I'm basically brand new to the franchise. Apart from the wee bits of teaser trailers or wee bits of gameplay I've seen about the remake, I haven't seen anything else, not dived or delved into the lore or the overall franchise as a whole. First game of Resident Evil that I've physically played myself on my own PS4 was this demo last night, and I'll be giving you my thoughts and opinions on what I thought. So being new to the franchise, I knew the horror franchise by Capcom was a very big deal. Resident Evil 2 on its own had a massive cult following online, and it's a very popular game. Now, since I've not played the original, I can't compare and contrast the original to the current PS4 remake. I know the game has been previously remade on, I think, the GameCube and maybe another system, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So I want you guys to tell me in the comments how the original PS1 version from 1998 differs to the PS4 remake. I would love to know. And also, I've been doing a lot of research and will be doing continued research before the game comes out on January the 25th. So you play, from this limited amount of research I've done, as Leon Kennedy is a rookie police officer. His first days on the job, and you basically have to go and find your colleagues and find out what's happened in this demo, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. As I said, I've not done much research because I wanted to go in fresh and blind in a way to the game. So basically you start off in a big sort of police sort of entrance foyer sort of room. There's sort of a statue straight ahead, and you've got like a wee desk, and there's like an upstairs bit where you can explore, and lots of rooms, locked doors that are locked. So then you push down the shutter, you go and find this guy, and the story continues. Now, from my initial thought was, wow, the graphics in this demo, and hopefully in the final release, because this is just a demo, but I'm assuming they've made the final game. The demo graphics, absolutely incredible. Obviously I've not really seen much of the original. The graphics, I can only go by with the graphics. The graphics are incredible. Hopefully Capcom do more remakes of this, but the graphics are really incredible, absolutely fantastic, and it almost adds to the sense of being able to explore at your own pace, because I've also noticed there wasn't any objective markers. Like in previous games you could do this, go and see that person, go and do this, go and do that, whereas with this, it's not in this demo, or probably not going to be in the final release, which is good because you can explore at your own pace. And it's almost like that is the whole fun of the game, exploring at your own pace, finding items, doing puzzles, and just sort of seeing where the story takes you and evolves over time. So when I was exploring, I was just going around the demo at my own pace. I did go through it pretty quickly and missed out on quite a few puzzles, I would think. I didn't solve many of the puzzles, but the number of puzzles just in that one section really sort of gave me a sort of oomph, because I love going round, exploring at my own pace, discovering a lot of different variety within the interactive world. I'm hoping that'll be replicated throughout the whole game. I love exploring and just finding out and solving puzzles. Now I think this may be similar to the sort of Tomb Raider aspect. I know they're in completely different genres. So basically in the Tomb Raider you explore, you find sort of loot, but there's areas of the game that you can't access early on, and you have to go further into the game to get items which can then almost result the player or result you backtracking to open different maybe doors that are locked, chests of drawers or cabinets or what have you. So I think there'll be a lot of backtracking, which is fine. I personally enjoy the backtracking. I know a lot of people might not. They might like to be completionists, like to get everything in an area before moving on, but I think there'll be some sort of backtracking sort of element to this game just from playing the demo, because I noticed there was a lot of puzzles in the game which I couldn't explore at that time, and I didn't want to waste my 30 minutes because it was only time limited. You only got 30 minutes to play the demo. Didn't want to waste a lot of that time looking around and scavenging for items, because I wanted to try and experience the whole demo because the time was so limited. But anyway, when the game comes out, I will be diving and delving back into each individual part, trying to solve all the puzzles and collectibles, and just having an absolute blast of just the game in general, because I can't wait to play it. Now, but the only issue really I had with the demo was a lot of people have said online that the difficulty in the demo or the final release, we'll have to wait and see, adapts to how good or bad you play in the game. Now I noticed there was some zombies that you could kill maybe with 1 or 2 headshots, but there was other zombies that took maybe 9-10 bullets to kill. Now I don't know if that was to do with the difficulty increasing, because I was pretty much going through the demo pretty quickly, so I don't know if it was to do with that, or whether the zombies are very spongy. It takes a lot of bullets. Now that sort of annoys me a wee bit, because with the limited ammo, the fact you have to go out and scavenge, there's probably going to be lots of enemies or zombies, different varieties of zombies, more strong enemies, more weaker enemies. Basically there's going to be more zombies that there is going to be ammo, which is almost adds to the sort of frightening sort of aspect. You're in sort of an enclosed area, you've got lots of enemies to kill, and obviously I'm hoping there'll be more weapons as you progress through the game, because I only had the pistol and I unlocked the shotgun. There was limited ammo, so that almost gives you the option of, okay, do I really need to kill this zombie, or can I sort of run past it and bypass it with the thought of not getting trapped? Because I did get lost in this demo. There's a lot of corridors and doors and whatever. I didn't get to the chance to explore absolutely everything, which obviously I will be doing in the final game. But anyway, I really did enjoy the overall demo. I did get lost because first time playing the game and also in the franchise. I nearly got trapped, as you'll see in the gameplay, but I was able to find a knife and stab the zombie. That didn't kill it, but yes, some of the zombies I felt didn't die very quickly. As I say, I don't know if that's to do with the difficulty and how well I potentially was doing. I didn't die in the demo, but I don't know if you die that sort of resets your progress or what have you, but the zombies did definitely feel spongy and almost like bullet sponges, which is interesting to say the least. I hope they'll introduce more sort of varied characters or people. I know there's zombified police officers and there might be a limited number of people that are actually left alive, so I can see why they might use limited character models for the zombies. But anyway, they're the zombies. I felt they're very spongy. The attention to detail and graphics were incredible. There's so much nooks and crannies you can explore, and just in this one police area alone, and I'm hoping the whole game is almost like a linear narrative experience that you can explore at your own pace, do puzzles, and I'm hoping to God I'll get the platinum. I'll try my best to get the platinum. But anyway guys, that has been my thoughts and opinions, pros and cons of the Resident Evil 2 demo. I just cannot wait to play the final release on January 25th. Let me know if you're a massive Resident Evil fan, if you've played the game, played the franchise, or if you're new to it like me. Let me know what you thought of the demo and whether you'll be picking it up on January 25th or later down the road in a sale. But as anyway guys, that has been my sort of mini first impressions of the Resident Evil 2 demo. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I will read and reply to every single comment. But as always, thank you very much indeed for watching. I've been PS3GamingScotland, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much indeed guys. Bye bye.